we now have prominent Republicans that are openly endorsing violence. For example, Representative Louis Gohmert, who was recently caught on tape saying that he believes that conservatives are getting close to the point where they can start using their guns to take over. Now, Gohmert was a speaker at the Turning Point USA's AmericaFest. And he was recorded by the Undercurrent store in Windsor, who always does an amazing job, by the way, catching conservatives saying horrible things or what they actually think and believe. Here's that video.
Much for doing everything you do. I was there on the 6th, and thank you for fighting for all of us, man. Was there more we could have done?
Yeah, there's a lot more, but need a lot more people doing it than just a handful of us.
Keep fighting for us.
Yeah, they just so.
And are we getting towards like Second Amendment solutions at some point? It's gonna keep happening. Or are we gonna fix it? You think we are?
Well, I'm still in it because I think we can.
Thank you for fighting. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Second Amendment solutions. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Now, you know what that means, right? It means killing people in government. It means grabbing your guns and doing a violent coup. Now, Windsor also reported that 2 hours earlier than with that interaction with Louis Gohmert, they had filmed Sebastian Gorka. And so, again, this isn't the only time we have heard at a Turning Point USA event people talk about doing violence. In fact, Gorka is going to answer a question here from a member of the audience, and you're going to see that this is a theme, asking, when are they going to be able to use the guns?
The Second Amendment is designed to basically retaliate against the government whenever they go tyrannical. And my question is, when do we draw that line where we overstep and say no more and take it back?
Yeah, the Second Amendment has nothing to do with whitetails or deer season. Let's be very clear. It's not even about defending your home, which of course you have a right to. The Second Amendment is the final guarantee of your freedom, period. And people ask me, so when's the Civil War going to start? When's it going to start? And I say, slow down.
No, he says, slow down. Well, that's not what members of your audience are talking about. They're asking you, when can we use the guns? When can we pull out the guns? When can we start shooting people? Because we think the government is tyrannical. When are we going to stop? When are we going to start doing it? Please tell us, tell us. Oh, whoa, 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 not yet, not yet. But don't worry, we'll tell you. In fact, look, Madison Cawthorn was asked the same question. When are we going to do that? And he's like, well, we're getting close. I mean, we're not quite there yet, so hold on. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer. And as I mentioned before, this is not the only Turning Points USA video where we have caught that audience talking about bringing out guns. In fact, there was that famous interaction with Charlie Kirk and one member of the audience. In fact, let me show you that again.
At this point, we're living under corporate and medical fascism. This is tyranny. When do we get to use the guns? No, and I'm not, that's not a joke. I'm not saying it like that. I mean, literally, where's the line? How many elections are they going to steal before we kill these people?
So, no, no, hold on. No, stop, hold on.
When do we get to kill the people? When do we? When do we get to? They want to use it. They're dying to use it, to shoot people. That's what they want. How much clearer does it have to be for you to understand that they are primed and ready to do political violence against their so-called enemies? They want to shoot people. They want to kill people. And again, a lot of it is Right-wing media, as I keep pointing out, right-wing media, right-wing politicians that keep saying, the left, it's the enemy, it's the enemy, it's the enemy. You got to kill the enemy. They hate you. They hate America. They hate this country. They hate the Constitution. They want to kill your babies. They want to take all your money and give it to those people. You know who you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Those people. You know, the not true Americans. They're taking all your money. They're trying to take away your political power, despite the fact that they are still the majority in this country and have the political power. But no. Are you surprised at all that there are some people who hear this rhetoric and think, oh, hell no, I'm going to take my guns. I'm going to get my guns. I'm going to get my guns. What are they doing during the Obama administration? They said they're coming for your guns. They're coming for your guns. So what happened? People bought more guns. What did Obama do? Didn't come for your guns. In fact, we have more gun rights than we ever had before, and more guns. But no. They want to keep arming themselves, which, by the way, is really, really good for the gun manufacturers because they make a ton of money on this. Gun groups make a ton of money off this. Right-wing politicians make a ton of money off this. Can you see the theme here? Can you see the theme? Money and power, money and power, money and power. That's all it is. Money and power. And fear creates that. And what are they going around and doing? They're spreading fear about Americans, about their fellow Americans, their citizens, and the people that might just disagree with them politically. And so this is how political violence happens. And so look, January 6th, I understand, that was the start. I really worry about what's going to actually happen in the future. Again, you can go back to this poll that shows that the right-wing political violence is a major problem here. There's potential to be a lot of political violence from the right wing. Almost 4 in 10 Republicans agreed with this statement. Because things have gotten so far off track, true American patriots may have to resort to violence in order to save the country. Again, they want to have people take up arms against their neighbors, their friends, family in some cases. This is horrifying. This is absolutely horrifying. And there are people that are pushing for that. They're on the far right. Now, most Americans, regular people, don't really care about this, right? They don't really, I can't say that they don't care about this. They don't think this way. They don't agree with this. They're like, no, of course, political violence is no, we're not at all interested. But then you look at Republicans, 4 in 10, 4 in 10. Who's being radicalized here? Who's being radicalized? Again, the people pushing for that are on the far right. I mean, Tim Pool is a great example. He's like, oh, no, I'm centrist. I'm the center. I'm where America is. By the way, do you know that there's civil war coming? Civil war's coming. It's coming. It's maybe already here. Look at my right-wing audience. I mean, but I'm totally a disaffected liberal. Bullshit. Polling data shows that 31% of American adults wrongly believe that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. If 39% of them believe that violence can be justified, that translates into 12% overall, or about 31 million American adults who believe the election is stolen and sympathize with violence. That is a staggering amount of people. 31 million people. Now, of course, I'm not saying that all 31 million people would join in and create some massive army. No. A very, very small percentage of them would actually do it, would actually have the balls to do it. But out of that, how much a percentage, right? 1%, 5%, or even like 0.5%, you're still looking at hundreds to maybe even thousands of people that are armed and willing to possibly do stochastic right-wing terrorism in this country. And I'm talking about lone wolf political terrorism against their political opponents. Democrats, Democratic politicians, abortion clinics, rallies for racial justice, you name it. You name it. That's why this is a problem. This is scary. And now, what's worse is you openly have congressmen out there. Louis Gohmert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Madison Cawthorn. You have people talking about how political violence, yes, we should absolutely, oh yeah, Second Amendment solutions for sure. And by the way, Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, was also talking about Second Amendment solutions in relation to Hillary Clinton. So, I mean, again, this is incredibly concerning and just absolutely damning. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.